please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Light, can we get the roll call, please?
Chair Holloway provided an excused absence notice of her absence this evening. Member Rivera?
He's been on vacation.
Member Carney?
Here.
Member Grigsby?
Present.
And Member Oquendo, you'll be the acting chair this evening.
Here.
Member Bridle?
Here.
Member Wolfer?
Present.
Mr. Chairman, we have a quorum, and Mr. Bridle will be a voting participant this evening.
Ms. Light, do we got a copy of the minutes from last?
Mr. Chairman, we are, the August minutes are going to be taken up in the October meeting at this time, so I think we're prepared for the new business and
Okay,
action.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to be starting with resolution number 2021-224R, DRC case CNU 21-00011.
Good evening. Jesse Anderson, Senior Planner. Before you, we have St. Cloud Marketplace Adult Living Facility as a conditional use in the Highway Business District. This is located on about 10.022 acres of land located east of Hickory Tree Road and south of East Erlo Bronson Memorial Highway. As mentioned before, it is a conditional use, so this is for the commercial future land use with a highway business zoning district. It is consistent with the comprehensive plan, specifically housing policy H1.1.1. The development is compatible with the general pattern of development in the area, and there are no adverse impacts on city facilities. Before you is the future land use map that shows largely commercial surrounding it to the western side, the northern portion, as well as to the east. Currently, the map is a little outdated for the eastern portion that did recently get rezoned to a commercial property, highway business rezoning with a future land use of commercial. The only portion that does not abut it that is not commercial is the low-density residential of the southern portion of the property. Before you now is the zoning districts, again showing highway business surrounding most of the parcel with a planned development in the county to the south. This depicts the overall site layout for St. Cloud Marketplace, where the conditional use is specifically for the courtyard area, as well as the adult living facility that is shown more in the center of the portion of the map. Of course, the conditional use will be applied to the parcel in general. I just wanted to mention on the site plan where exactly the location of this specific adult living facility will be constructed. Finally, these are the elevations before you, the northern and eastern elevations. We will be working with the applicant to make sure these do meet architectural standards when it does come through for the site development plan phase, but we did want to provide some renderings in regard to what this might look like in an overall layout. It is consistent with the strategic plan goal of growth management, and staff does recommend approval of resolution 2021-224R, and we request that the planning committee does the same. And staff is available for any questions. Thank you. The applicant is also here.
Do you have any questions for staff? Committee?
Is this across the street from the flea market? Used to be the flea market. Is it by the church, by City of Life?
City of Life, are you talking about on the western portion of the city?
That way.
No, it's next to the 7-Eleven on Arcusi and 192. It's near there. Just
Out here?
Yeah, just east of
Hickory
Arcusi.
Tree and 192.
Here, I can bring back the map if that
By
helps.
Cowboy Church.
So,
Okay.
7-Eleven.
yeah, that's,
Thanks, Don.
sorry about that.
Are they going to do a walkover pathway or something like that? Have you all seen the traffic out there? I live over that way.
A walkover pathway in regard to this project?
Yeah, so they can get to the Publix and things and people could go to them and all that because that's
Well, this is actually a part of a broader project that the applicants can speak on a little bit, which is going to include a lot more commercial aspects surrounding it that are going to help catch a lot of the movement from the adult living facility. So they do not specifically have any incorporation for a walking way across the street. That would be something that we would have to talk more with the owners of the road, which if you're talking about across Earlobe Bronson Memorial Highway, that's an FDOT road. So we would have to consider aspects like that, so that right now that is not consideration for this project.
Okay, thank you.
Would the applicant like to say anything? Please state your name.
Good evening, Jennifer Stickler with Kimley Horn, 189 South Orange Avenue, Orlando. We're in agreement with staff, and we're here to answer any questions.
Any questions for your applicant?
Is the entire property going to be part of the adult living facility, or is each building going to be something different?
If you want to bring up the site plan that was submitted, we can show you. Oh, you've got that. Sure. So the U-shaped rectangular building is the ILF that we're discussing today. The rest of the other buildings are a mixture of, at this point, a mixture of retail, restaurant, potentially daycare facilities.
Can you just share what the timeline plan is for the whole project, out of curiosity?
Sure. We are proposing the entire project, I believe, is it one phase that we're wanting to do the construction in at this time?
So timeline.
So timeline, our anticipated timeline, obviously considering whether or not we get approval for today's request, we are trying to submit full design plans mid-October. I think we discussed a DRC, was it in November? Is that right? And then to go through a city process from there. So we'd be starting construction once permits received.
And you say the whole complex, so not just this section for
That's
the
correct.
living facility?
And that's obviously, I mean, these are retail restaurants, so it's pending, tenants and making sure we've got the uses there and within the buildings that we're proposing.
If I could, Mr. Chairman, I'd just point out that tonight, this is just dealing with the facility, the adult
Correct.
facility, correct?
Are you looking to put an anchor restaurant in there?
Not a specific anchor restaurant, probably a different multitude of restaurants at this time. We don't have the tenants nailed down yet, though.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, a good point. We are hoping to have a sit-down family restaurant. Appreciate that.
We've been told that we need.
We need something that side of town.
Got it.
Everybody's leaning that side.
We
Yeah.
all work at all that, yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Let's open it to the public. Anybody in the public like to make a comment? No one in the public. We'll close it down to public. Any comments amongst yourselves?
No?
I'm good.
No? Anybody have a motion?
Yes, I would like to make a motion to recommend approval of resolution number 2021-224R, based on the 6 factual matters within the Land Development Code.
I second that.
We have everybody,
Motion for
Motion for
approval. second,
approvals?
yes, sir.
Aye.
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 anybody against?
Motion passes 5-0. All right.
Good luck.
Ms. Jessie? Meeting adjourned.
All right.
That's it?
I know.
All right,
I was
y'all.
hoping you did give something.